Jesus died. He was buried. And the disciples ran. Peter denied that he even knew Jesus. And Judas hung himself. And then life returned to normal. And they became fishermen once again. This was their story. Fishermen was who they were and who they would always be. Or so they thought. Jesus returned. He didn't chastise the disciples for disobedience, but he gently brought them back into the story of God. And then Jesus did something amazing. He entrusted his story to these disciples. His work was now their work. And then he left. Later in Jerusalem, the disciples gathered together. Thousands of other people were there to celebrate Pentecost. These were the people from all nations coming for the celebrations. Most of these people were strangers who had never talked to each other when they passed on the streets. But then, the Holy Spirit descended, and all of their individual stories became one. They were suddenly a diverse community, united under Christ in spirit and action. Their hearts were transformed, and they were about the transformation of hearts all over the world. These people gathered together and became the church. They studied together and lived together. They shared everything in common so that no one was in need. They made the world into a better place. The people outside of the church looked to them and said, "You look like Jesus. We will call you Christians." This is our history. This is our story. But when people look at our community, do they also say that we look like Jesus?